with another episode of A Step Above Life Life Notes. So this one is for September 26, 2022, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one. So today we're talking in our grooming series for the month of September about dressing for success. And I know there's a lot of different variations of what people think dressing for success is. And in this, I'm going to give you my version that I've developed over the last few decades of what actually works. And I may even touch on a few things that don't work. So hopefully you have a lot of fun on this one. And always remember, anytime you want to make comments, please make comments, because I read anything and everything y'all send to me. And check out our website, www.patreon.com/a-step-above, and become a gold member. So for only $9 a month, you get 5 decades worth of knowledge, seminars and workshops and conventions, videos and audios and books and magazines and newsletters and everything that I have read, seen, looked at, engaged in. Man, I spent tens of thousands of dollars, as my wife can tell you, on improving myself so that I could be more valuable earlier in my years on my job and my career, and of course to be better at interacting with you guys and helping you become better, a step above. So how do you start your day? So in this case, we're going to look at a good way to start your day is just to have some alone time. It can be 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Just some time that you have time for yourself. For religious people, they will call that time with God or the Creator. And you may have a devotional book, or you may have prayer time. Whatever it is, this alone time creates a clear mind in you and enables you to have more impact positively throughout your day. So some people exercise. I do. I used to get up, well, it depends, anywhere from 5 to 6:15. I get up and I have my devotions or my alone time, and I have exercises that I do, and I always watch 2 or 3 positive videos that they last anywhere from 7 to 11, 12 minutes. And I invest that time in myself so that my mind has a more positive outlook for the day. Okay, let's talk about, since we're dressed for success, what to wear indeed. Oh man. We're going to consider a normal work day. And recently I did a video on, and I talked about construction type workers, people in blue collar type work. Now I'm going to talk about white collar workers. Okay, so perhaps you're in a job, since you're white collar, and it requires a suit every day. Ladies, it requires a business outfit every day. Here we go. There are some basics, because right away somebody out there just thought, good gracious, that costs a lot of money. It can. It can if you don't plan your purchases. A suit for a man, especially on a limited budget, should be black, navy, medium blue, charcoal, or a light to medium gray. It's just a basic. These standard colors are the same for women. Yes, they are. You can look in a mirror or have an honest friend tell you if a color looks good on you or not. Black looks good just about on everybody. The my friends, I've got a couple of friends that are black, and a couple of them are what I call brown. And a couple of them said, "Man, Rev, if I wear a black suit, I'm already black." I said, "Yes, yes, I knew that. We've been friends for 30 years. I guess I do know that." So anyway, I said, "Well, you can still wear black and wear a colorful tie and shirt. However, I have found that most of my friends look very good in medium blues and grays when they have very dark complexions. And so that's what I recommend to them, medium blues and grays, because you don't want to blow people away with loud colors, but you want to stand out. You want your features to stand out. You want to stand out. So whether you can wear darker colors or you need somewhat lighter colors to make you stand out, do so, but not so that you make yourself look like you're just trying to draw all the attention to yourself. So sticking to the basic palette of colors saves you money big time. I did this for years. It reduces prep time in getting ready because you have 4 or 5 outfits basically that you're going to wear and alternate, and please get them dry cleaned. You'll look sharper, you'll be sharper, and the clothes will look very nice. So that by alternating what you wear, that gives the clothes time to breathe, so you get more than one wear out of them. Because dry cleaners, like everything, is going up. I highly recommend patent leather shoes for men and women. And some men don't really like patent leather. There's very few that don't, but there are some that don't. I understand. And there's a reason for that, because they think they're too shiny. But they're super easy to take care of because you can wipe them off with a cloth and water. So I like that. So these are good shoes for men and women. If you prefer not to have regular patent leather, you can get regular leather shoes. Just make sure that you set aside time once a week to highly polish those shoes so they look nice. Let me zip on. Basic shirts colors for men are white, light blue, and a light gray. Women's blouse colors are white, light blue, red, and pastel pink. Women tend to pop when they wear a very nice red blouse. The most effective one I've ever seen was a lady that had a high neck red blouse, very elegant looking, and she had on a black suit. She was just dynamite in meetings because when she spoke, all attention turned to her. I was really impressed, and she presented herself well, and of course she knew her material. But that was a dynamic look for that lady. And remember, I'm talking about basic wardrobe. I mean, as you are higher up the ladder and you have more discretionary funds, you can modify your wardrobe quite a bit. So for men, you should have silk ties, no polyester, silk ties that are actually silk. You need a burgundy with the small pinpoint dots, a yellow with small pinpoint dots, a dark red solid, or a dark red with black and or small silver stripes in it, a gray striped tie, and you always need a solid red tie. And ladies, I know somebody's going to ask me this, especially with high neck blouses, you probably want some kind of ribbon. So red, black, and dark blue are your basic ribbons, not big bulky ribbons, just small delicate ribbons to wear with your blouses. And somebody out there just thought, you mean only high neck blouses for ladies? No, you can have a nice open collar blouse, but make sure it's not a low cut blouse. Make sure it buttons up to, about your collarbone, and it presents a good image for you. Custom clothing, oh boy, I'm going to tell you, I learned early in my life, in my late 20s, suits are the same then as they are now. They're just not as well made now. Off the rack, number one, I couldn't get them to fit me properly because one of my arms is longer than the other. Also, the way my posture is not a perfect posture, even though I was in the military, it's still not perfect. And so when you get custom clothing, they can allow for your posture in the collar of your jackets. They can allow for different arm lengths, and they can cover up irregularities in your physique. Does it cost more? Yes, it does. I have suits that are 25 years old. They look brand new. They were custom made for me, so they fit me perfectly. Therefore, they last. When you get clothes off the rack, the quality is less, and yes, it does cost less because the quality is less. The materials are not as good. The thread that they use, I have had a friend, he bought suits from, I won't say the name of the place, because man, I bought 3 suits. These things are fantastic, man. They were so inexpensive, blah, 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 blah. He was at work one day in one of his suits, doing normal work stuff, which was sitting at the desk and talking on the phone and and writing out contracts. And while he was standing there, he came into my office. One of the seams on his pants leg let loose, and the whole side of his pants opened up. He looked, I said, Fred, what happened to your pants? And he looked down and he said, oh, and he had to leave work and go home and put on another suit because the thread in that suit, apparently it was pretty old. Most of these suits come from Asia. The heat gets to the thread and deteriorates it way quicker than here in the States or in England. And so they use the thread that's there because it's cheap. They're not going to put any more extra money into these inexpensive suits. And it just, the whole side of his pant leg let loose, and it was embarrassing for him, but it proved my point. If you're going to get clothing, get custom clothing, you can get it for anywhere from 3 to 4 times of a regular off-the-rack suit. The regular off-the-rack suit is going to last you a couple, 3 years. If you wear it regular like I do, it'll maybe last you a year, year and a half. My suits, I wear them all the time, 25 years old, and they look like they were just bought. So you look at the cost and the expense and how you look and feel about yourself, knowing that what I've got on has been custom made for me. I look good, I feel good, and these clothes are going to last me. So you just have to evaluate what you've got and what you're doing. All right, let me run on. I've ran out of time. Develop a budget. Think of how you want to look in the future, 6 months, year and a half from now. How you want to be perceived. Set aside a budget for your clothing, a little bit each week until you get that first piece of quality clothing, preferably custom made. This is ladies and men. And then you buy that piece, and then you work towards another piece in your wardrobe. Dressing also includes how you talk. The language you choose to use in your daily normal to normal activities will impact the altitude of your success. Profanity, vulgarities, poor diction, lazy speech, slipshod pronunciation of words, and other shortcomings will derail any high success achievement. So that's basically it for today. My quote for today is from me. Don't dress to make others look bad. Dress to make you look good. Remember, www.patreon.com/a-step-above. Become a gold member. Please like our videos. It really helps. And subscribe to our channel. And if this is useful to you, and encourage others to. Also check out Amazon.com with my new planner journal. It's just called My Plan Journal by Joseph W. Booth on Amazon.com. And buy a copy. Buy copies for the whole office. Thanks a lot. See you later.